about this afternoon? Well, we welcome our sponsor today, that's Ravensdale Insurance of 27 Claremont Road, Morecambe. You know we can't run these meetings without the sponsors. A big thanks to them. Some very nice cars on the front of today's programme. They specialise in corporate to classic insurance. So if you're looking to insure your car, give them a ring on 01524 416 553. That's Ravensdale Insurance, our sponsor this afternoon, and thanks to the sponsor for the last meeting, that was Hartley Tool and Plant Hire. Big thanks to them. Well, this storm looks like it's moving this way, so we'll get this first heat of the mini stocks underway, and a quick rundown in the points table. And still at the top of the tree, it's 44 Steve Smith with 215 points, 277 Thomas Baldwin with 189. 222 Alex Schofield with 149, 22 Will Ball with 134, 29 Neil Hodgson with 122, and 369 Carl Graham with 93. All our heats are 10 laps. We've got the usual rolling lap under the yellow flags. I think our marshals are about to get kitted up for this shower that's going to pass through. Right, it's going to be 15. Alan Robinson leads them out in this rolling lap. 208 there, Paul Gates. 134, Alex Chapman. 222, Alex Schofield, still with that camouflage finish. And just a quick word on the markings on the top. The stand at the front, it's the white tops, then the yellows, then the blues. And you can see the blue drivers are all up into the points. Then we get the reds. Then we move on to the silvers and gold. And already 295 Dean Dewey's going to take the shortcut. It's 208 Paul Yates leading the field with 15 Alan Robinson second, 222 Alex Schofield ready up to third. 24 there, David Burton, having taken over that car from brother Michael. And conditions maybe going to get very, very nasty before this storms out, but at the end of that lap it's 22 Will Hall with 222 Alex Schofield just on the inside of 208 Paul Yates. 24 David Burton's going to get pushed out by 44 Steve Smith. Steve now moves up to 4th, 277 Thomas Baldwin now 5th. But it's 22 Will Ball from 222 Alex Schofield, then 208 Paul Yates, then 44 Steve Smith, then 277 Thomas Baldwin, 29 Neil Hodgson, then 369 Carl Graham. Got 24 David Burton and 15 Alan Robinson both in the wall. 165 there, Joanne Police, one of our new ladies to join in this class. But 22 Will Ball getting away from the rest of the field, repeating his performance from our last meeting. 222 Alex Schofield still second. 44 Steve Smith drawn away slightly in third place from 277 Thomas Baldwin, who's getting a nudge from 29 Neil Hodgson. Thomas going backwards down the field. He's lost 2 places there. 369 Carl Graham through. So it's 22 from 222, then 44, then 369 Carl Graham now up to 4th, then 29 Neil Hodgson, then 277 Thomas Baldwin, and 208 Paul Yates trying to fight back on the nice tight inside line through the big corner. 295 there, Dean Dewhurst. But in the meantime, still 22 Will Ball maintaining that lead over 222. And it looks as if 44 Steve Smith is slowing. He's down now to 4th place. 369 Carl Graham's taken 3rd. And the checkered flag out for 22 Will Ball. 222 Alex Schofield takes 3rd. Oh, and it's a time between 369 Carl Graham and 44 Steve Smith for 3rd and 4th. Then 29 Neil Hodgson and 277 Thomas Boardman. Continuing his successful run, just looking back on last meeting's programme, he took 1st place in Heat 2, he won the final, and he came through to finish 7th in the Grand National, but onto a real winning streak. 22 Will Ball wins race 1 in the mini-stocks. And thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravendale Insurance of 27 Claremont Road in Morecambe. Well, next out is Heat 1 of the stock cars. So stock cars please for Heat 1, let's have you out. And bangers for Heat 1, let's have you up to the pit gate please. Bangers for Heat 1, could you make your way up to the pit gate? But one thing I didn't mention earlier was making a successful opening season. Watch him in the opening laps. Seems to get away to an excellent start. And the next, on the second row of the grid, it's 211 Steve Paget, who I think is featured in today's driver feature in the programme. If you'd like to read all about Steve, look on the Towards the Century programme. 211 Steve Paget, our featured driver this afternoon. And alongside Steve, it's 23 Richard Harris. Then moving to the next row, it's 133 Anthony Holgate in the unsponsored car. And behind Anthony, 124 Graham Harry. And we've got 932 Philip Wills. 932 Philip Wills. Then a gap before the next row, 828 Wayne Clark, and alongside him 234 Jason Lord. Then we've got 377 Steve Murray, and 833 Rob Kay alongside him. Then number 90, 23 Joel Hogarth, number 80 Glenn Lord, and at the back of the field it's 33 Darren Laraway. So 10 laps, 8 to qualify for the final. No problems with dust this afternoon. The tropical rainstorm keeping the dust well and truly down. We've had problems with water in the electrics. Let's watch for the green flag for Heat 1 of the and a lot of water on the track, which no doubt will be quickly moved. 211 is second, 133 now moves up to third. Anthony Holgate down third. 377 Steve Murray at 234. Jason Lord getting away to the rest of the start. So it's 23 from 211, then 133. 911 Peter Carbash up to fourth. 828 Wayne Clark going up through the field, but cars looking very, very steady. at the top of the points table. He started the afternoon with 40 points clear of 144 Steve Green. So shooting through there to win that first heat of the stock cars on these very, very slippy and difficult conditions. So well done, 833 Rob K, winner of stock car heat 1. Well, next out is heat 1 of the bangers, and for those of you who have arrived in the last few minutes, we were hoping to have a 10 on 10, an invitation banger race with 10 bangers from the Barford Raceway near Barnard Castle, but only a handful have turned up, so we're going to run it as a normal heat of the bangers. So this will be banger heat 1, we've got banger heat 2, which is down in the points table in the banger class, and it's 128 Graham Wells leads with 110 points. Last year's champion, 5'10", Alan Lewis, in second place with 87 points. You may have seen his Capri reduced to a much short length on our last meeting. 83 Craig Thompson in third place with 53 points. Then 36 Roy Sharrock with 40. 461 Peter Singleton with 38. 97 Barney Kitchen with 36. And also with 36, number 88 John Kerr. Right, we'll try and... we've still got the gate open. Any more bangers please for heat 1? Very full grid. We'll try and pick out 1 or 2 of the likely winners. 128 John Kerr. Graham Wells around 128 with a new car, looks like a Jag from here. 145 there, Dave Marsden in his familiar green Cortina. This year not running with the big wing. '39 there, Kevin Nelson in yet another Granada, and alongside him it's 640 Mike Lauder. I think we saw in action on the DD at the end of the last meeting. 940 there, Andrew Stewart, and alongside him we've got 341, that's Sean Lauder. Moving forward another row, we've got 340. 8 to qualify for the final. We'll try and pick out 1 or 2 of these visiting drivers. It's the Riot Squad, 127 Hot Toddy. We'll wait for the green flag for the start of this banger heat 1. It's going to be Duncan Greenhall at 155 to lead out the field. But not for long, 379 doing a quick push and he's off into the infield. Let's see who takes it off. It's 317 Billy Bragg with 6'9" Dave and Billy Bragg was an immediate swing. We've got one of the drivers in the wall on the bottom bend. It's 691 Paul Snape from 727 second. Then it's Warren in 370, 673 is third. Oh, and a tremendous speed by 691 Paul Snape. 727 now takes it up with 673 in second place. 155 Duncan Greenhall in third. Then it's 940 now up to fourth. The driver's very steadily through that top end, lots and water on the surface. .461 there, Peter Singleton at the back of the field, but it's 727 leads the field. 673 the Cavalier in second place. 155 has gone straight into the wall, and he's going to take off third. 691 Paul Snape is still struggling, and up to third place. He was going up to third, I think he's immediately stopped. His 640 Mike Lauder. 224 Mike Ross today. So it's 9:40 from 224 Mike Ross second. 691 Paul Snape has rejoined the action. Well, 224 Mike Ross still moving. Number 40 now up to second. That's Simon Walker. And I think we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. Graham Wells still moving in 128 in that Jag. It's 224 from 40. 128 Graham Wells in. Well, he must qualify if he keeps going. Lots of work done on that Jag. Lots of reinforcing. 691 Paul Snape also rejoined the action, but it's 224 Mike Ross. Number 40 Simon Walker second. It's 673 Warren Harewood with the Munchery style Cavalier. He's only got to keep going to qualify. Oh, and another spin by 691 Paul Snape as 224 Mike Ross takes the checkered flag. Number 40 Simon Walker taking second. 691 Paul Snape must qualify. Is anybody actually going to get to the finish line? The red flag's out. Official decision on that heat one of the bangers. Well, looks like Mike Ross is confirmed as the winner of the heat one of the bangers. And I think just to actually get to the finish line was quite an achievement in that race. Well done, 224 Mike Ross, winner of Banger Heat 1. And the official result of that race, a win for 224 Mike Ross. In second place was 373 rather. I'll start again, it's 673 Warren Harewood. In third place, number 40 Simon Walker. Fourth was 128 Graham Wells, and in fifth place 691 Paul Snape. So that's heat one of the bangers: 224, 673, 40, 128 and 691. And the official result of stock car heat one, the second race this afternoon, confirmed as a win for 833. And it looks as if Steve Collett in 439's got problems. Oh, we're on through one or two of the other drivers. We're just waiting see what Steve Collett does with that Capri. On the front of the grid it's 158 Thomas Hollingworth. Onto the second row we've got 166 Simon Swarbrick alongside 238 Rob Sparkhouse. Then it's 218 David Ewin in that new RS6000 Escort. Alongside him, the only lady driver in the Super Banger class now, 100 Anne Potts. On to the next row is 72 Bernard Carroll. Then moving back, 77 Chris Lamb and 351 Tom Knowles. 181 Michael Crichton and 57 Steve Hardy out on his own. So we've got no Trevor Kilbin this afternoon. I think he had an engine blow up at the end of the last meeting. So we'll just see if 439 Steve Collett can make up the numbers on this certainly low turnout in the Super Banger class. Just a reminder to mini stock drivers for Heat 2, you should be all assembled at the pit gate. Mini stock drivers for heat 2. Let's have you up to the pit gate. 72 there, Bernard Carroll. Took 2 seconds on our last meeting, so definitely one to watch out for on the 1, 2, 3, 4th row of the grid. He finished 4th in the Grand National, but once again it's 10 laps, 8 to qualify for the final. Now by 158, watch 218 Dave Ewin, Bernard Carroll and Anne Fox, both off, no doubt can both restart. So 218 Dave Ewin in that very smart escort takes it on from 158 in second. That's Thomas Hollingworth. 77 Chris Lamb on 57 Steve Hardy battling for 3rd and 4th place. 166 Simon Swarbrick in that big jag. He's struggling on this rather slippy surface. So what to watch out for? 218 Dave Ewin moved up from the banger class. 57 Steve Hardy sneaking through to take that 2nd place, and 77 Chris Lamb looks for a way through, but he's gone straight into the wall, and that allows 351 Top Knowles to move on to 3rd. So it's 218 on 57, then 351. 77 Chris Lamb is travelling this afternoon, winning that Sierra-based car, and 181 Michael Crichton now moves up to the wall. 158 Thomas Hollingworth is out in 5th. 57 Stephen Hardy looking to take the lead. He's got the inside line through the bottom bend. Let's see what 218 Dave Ewin can do. 57 Stephen Hardy with one he's on the road on the stock car track. Goes his way like the rounding like the back of his hand. Already starting to lap some of the back markers, about to lap 100 and off. So it's 57 from 218, 351 Top Knowles, getting the hammer down in 3rd place. This car performed very, very well last meeting in the drive. And 77 Chris Lamb looks like he's about to be lapped by the leader. Very, very wet conditions. And it's the 3-lap marker ball this time, 7 laps gone, 3 to go for 57 Steve Hardy. 218 Dave Ewin still 2nd, 351 Top Knowles is 3rd. We've got a long gap to go. 166 Simon Swarbrick, next car to be lapped by Steve Hardy. Well, 351 Top Knowles looked at one time as if he was going to grab that 2nd place from 218 Dave Ewin, but quite quick through the corners. And Tom's having a look this time. Remember, still 57 Steve Hardy out there in the lead. And it's 218 Dave Ewin and 351 Top Knowles battling for 2nd and 3rd place. And 57 Steve Hardy takes the checkered flag, and Top Knowles comes through on the inside to snatch 2nd place from 218 Dave Ewin on the very last corner. 181 Michael Crichton coming through to take 4th. And 77 Chris. Steve Hardy looks set to be on his way to a 2nd championship win in a row. He started the afternoon with 208 points, and no competition today from 25 Trevor Kilburn, 351 Top Knowles, 218 Dave Ewin going to be his strongest problems this afternoon. But a great drive once again from Steve Hardy. And our thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravensdale Insurance of 27 Claremont Road, Warton. Unstoppable. Took the honours in the first heat this afternoon. On our last meeting he won heat 2 and the final. Remember at the top of the points table it's 44 Steve Smith and 277 Thomas Boardman. Let's hope we've seen the last of the rain this afternoon, keeping the dust down. So it's 165, Joanne Cleese leads out the field. Nice to see some ladies getting involved in the mini-stop racing. And the other 273 at the back of the field, the only other regular driver in the mini-stop class. 273, John Hodge. Right, it's 165, Joanne Cleese leading the field. 342 is second. 208, Paul Yates looks to have got problems in third place. And we've got 29, Neil Hodgson, and 222, Alex Schofield. Side by side as 342 takes up the lead. That's Daniel Rennell in the yellow and green car. 165, Joanne Cleese now down to second. 222, Alex Schofield is third. 29, Neil Hodgson in fourth. Then we've got 24, David Burton. Then 277, Thomas Boardman, and 44, Steve Smith. Door handle to door handle through the pit turn. A nice drive from 342, getting away from the Daniel Rennell, drawing away from the rest of the field. As 222, Alex Schofield now takes up second, and 29, Neil Hodgson sticking right with him. Neil coming back on the inside, looking to take second place. 24, David Burton is fourth, and it's still 44, Steve Smith, and 277, Thomas Boardman side by side. Then 295, Dean Dewhurst, and 22, Will Ball has got a lot of work to do in this heat 2 to try and repeat his victory. Still 342, Daniel Rennell, and we've got somebody into the wall. It's 202. 6 laps gone, 4 to go. It's 342 from 222, then 29. Then 24, David Burton, and still these two side by side. The yellow flags are out. I think it's for 202. That's Philip Rawcliffe, and an attention from our marshals. A very heavy shunt into the wall for Philip. Let's hope he's okay. So, green flag down, 3 laps to go. That scrap between 44 Steve Smith and 277 Thomas Boardman, and this time Steve's going to get away, just having overtaken 24 David Burton. But a great drive from 342 Lee Rennell with 29 Neil Hodgson now second. He's got 222 Alex Schofield trying to ease him off, get that second place. 44 Steve Smith, he now up to fourth. 22 Will Ball now moving through to 5th place, and a rough ride for 24 David Burton, being leaned on by 277 Thomas Boardman. As 342 starts his last lap. Lee Rennell through the pit turn. 44 Steve Smith now up to second. The checkered flag out and a win for 342 Lee Rennell. 44 Steve Smith snatching second place there from 29 Neil Hodgson third. 222 Alex Schofield in fourth. Then 22 Will Ball next. Then 277 Thomas Boardman and 369 Carl Graham. This is Daniel's first win in the mini-stock class. So an excellent drive. I think it deserves a round of applause because it's very, very slippy out there with lots of water on the track. You've got rubber and oil and all sorts deposited from previous meetings. And remember, these drivers, the oldest of which is 16 years of age, do very, very well. So our stars of the future here at Warton. Look forward to seeing Daniel again in the final. Well, hopefully the track should dry out very quickly. As next on, we've got Heat 2 of the stock cars. So all stock car drivers should be ready to roll out. And our thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravendale Insurance of 27 Clement Road in Warton. If you've got any car insurance problems, or you'd like to reinsure your car, or you own a classic car which you've got problems insuring, don't hesitate to give them a ring on 01524 416 553. Video moments. Here recording the whole of today's racing. You can place your order for a video at the track shop. Right, once again 38 John Wilson on the outside of the grid with 133 Anthony Holgate lead out the field. In 237 on the second row. Late to qualify for the final. Turnout in 8-2 is 133 from 237 Stuart Lawrenson. In second place 211 Steve Magic moving up into fourth. With him, 38 John Wilson on the outside, but it's 133 Anthony Holgate leading the second heat of the stock cars. 211 is second, then 23, and already 833 Rob Kay through the field to fourth place. 808 Wayne Clark and 377 Steve Murray down the back straight. 234 Jason Lord right with them. But into the bottom bend, it's 133 Anthony Holgate. Now up to second goes 833 Rob Kay. 211 is now third. Then number 90 up to, well, now through on the inside to third place. 808 Wayne Clark is moving up. 234 Jason Lord. Let's see how the leader's doing. Anthony Holgate in 133, half distance. 5 gone, 5 to go. 833 Rob Kay second. In third place, it's number 90. That's Steve Green. Then 828 Wayne Clark is next. Then 234 Jason Lord. And 377 Steve Murray, and having a private battle with 33 Darren Laraway. Well, let's watch the action at the front. Things very tight as they go through the big corner. 833 Rob Kay takes it off from 133 Anthony Holgate now down to second. They've got a lot of back markers ahead of them. Number 90 Steve Green is second, and we've got a tangle. 833 Rob Kay is out. So Rob Kay well and truly stuck. So 133 Anthony Holgate still has it from number 90 Steve Green second. 808 Wayne Clark is third. 234 Jason Lord is fourth. And Rob Kay still trying to get off those tyres. The front suspension looks to be damaged. The last lap marker board this time for 133 Anthony Holgate. Number 90 Steve Green still second. 123 there, Joel Hogarth being matched by the leading drivers. 808 Wayne Clark is third. And as they go into the big corner for the final time, 133 just keeping ahead of number 90. 808 Wayne Clark is third. 234 Jason Lord in fourth. Then 33 Darren victory there towards the end, but that tangle as they exited the bottom bend, damaging the suspension. He's making his way back to the pits, but a great drive from 133 Anthony Holgate in the unsponsored car. And our thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravensdale Insurance of 27 Caravan Road in Warton. Once again, Trevor Lewis out with the camera. More pictures for the next meeting's programme. Right, still lots of action to come before we take the interval. It's heat 2 of the baggers now. We'll keep them in a moving condition for the caravan race. We can see quite a few of the caravans lined up across in the pit area. So we may have more bangers later in the afternoon in the bagger mechanics. So it's the usual 10 laps, 8 to qualify for the final. Assuming we get 8 finishers, I think very unlikely. With 9 starters, I don't think we can hope for 8 finishers. And it's 449 Mark Thomas and 349 Let's Go leading out the field. Green flag down for start of bagger heat 2. Immediately we've got 2 into the wall. Dave Marsden in 145 trying to push his way through, but it's 449 Mark Thomas with number 40 Simon Walker second, and the car's neatly running off that wall. 340 coming through to take it off. So it's 340 from 40, then 940 is third. Oh, and Simon Walker getting lots of handfuls of steering, trying to keep that car under control. But coming back on the inside to retake the lead from 340 now down to second. So it's number 40, Simon Walker, with 340 now second. Jonathan Atkinson. And a great stuff, this side by side down the straight. Let's see who can make it through the pit corner. We've got 2 cars stopped ahead of him. And Simon Walker coming back. We've got problems with 340. So it's number 40, Simon Walker, with 940 now second. That's Andrew Stewart. I think I'll do these 2 on the same lap. 461 Peter Singleton moving again, and Simon Walker's going to overdo it. So 940 now takes it up. 461 Peter Singleton taking the lead on the road, but I'm sure he's a lap down. It's 940 Andrew Stewart. 349 Let's Go there rejoins the action. He also a lap down. And number 40 Simon Walker away again in second place. 39 that's Kevin Nelson. 145 Dave Marsden. Certainly Dave Marsden not enjoying the success he had in the last season, missing that big wing on top just to keep the car very stable through the corners. Already we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cars, and it's 940 at the 6 laps, 4 to go. Andrew Stewart. Well, unofficially I make it number 40 Simon Walker second. 145 Dave Marsden, then 39 Kevin Nelson, then 461 Peter Singleton, and 349 Let's Go. Well, nobody challenging 940 Andrew Stewart. Very cautiously through the top bend. Well, Let's Go looking for a way past 461, 349 Let's Go. second place, fourth place on the road. And the last lap marker board this time. Forward, Simon Walker coming through onto the, it's Let's Go into the wall. And Dave Marsden's joined him. Maybe got strong magnets on the back of these cars as 9:40. Andrew Stewart takes the checkered flag. Well, Dave Marsden away again, he's going to qualify, but I don't think Les Gore's going to make it to the finish. So number 40, Simon Walker qualifies, that's 2, 1:45 Dave Marsden, and 4:61 Peter Singleton, and 39 Kevin Nelson will all make it to the final. Got some supporters out there. I think once again, just to make it to the finish line is quite an achievement in these very tough banger races. So winner of banger heat 2, number 940, Andrew Stewart. And our thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravensdale Insurance of Morecambe. If you've got an insurance problem with your car or any other matters, if you'd like to ring them, it's 01524 416 553. Right, we're all set for this first of the afternoon senior mini stock. We'll see if we can recognise any of the drivers on the rolling lap. So nobody has actually registered, so we're not sure of what drivers are behind the wheel of each car. They are there to have fun. Well, 500, that's Richard Spencer's old car. I think on the last senior mini stock meeting his dad drove it. Back of the field, but 62 he's pulling out. That's David Ewin's car. We've got a slight coming together on the bottom bend. Let's see, sort out and see who's it's 718 out in the lead with 165 is second, then 500, then 205 and 15. So watch for 718, the white top is coming through the pit corner. 29, we've got a patch of oil on the middle of the pit corner. Some of the cars doing quite a twitch as they keep it tight on the inside. So it's 718 from 165, then 500, then 205, then 15. 208, the 48's his car with the big wing. And still 718 starting to carve his way through the back markers. 165 still second, 500 is third, then 205 in fourth, then it's 15. We've got a car in the wall, a flying tyre, that's why the safety wire is there. We'll get it airborne. And it's still 718 in the lead, but it was 718 involved in that wheel incident. 718 still lapping the back markers, about to lap 273 and 319. Second place car is still, I think it's 165, the Joanne Police car. 500, Robert Spencer is third, the only driver we sure of. And 718 there getting involved with 273. Slowed the leader very slightly. And 4 laps to go this time for 718. Having a quick look over his shoulder to see where the opposition is. And second place man is now 500. Robert Spencer, 165 now down to third, 205 165 and 205 moving through to take up third place behind 500. But nobody's going to get near this 718 and 2 lap mark aboard this time. 29, the Neil Hodgson car, running second on the road. I think he was involved in an incident earlier on. So the last lap mark aboard this time for 718. And we've got 500, 205, 165 and 120, 923. And through the pit corner for the last time, he's got two back markers to go down the middle. 718 wins the senior mini stocks. It's going to be 500, 500 being pushed out right on the line. 205 takes second, then 165, then 500, then 923. 319 finishing as 718 completes his rundown lap. It's 10 laps with 8 to qualify for the final. Top nose alongside 77 Chris Lamb, then 439 Steve Callett with 72 Bernard Carroll, 181 Michael Crichton with the winner of Heat 1, 57 Steve Hardy, Steve from Kendal. And the track drying out nicely, waiting for faster racing in the second heat already. 439 Steve Callett being pushed to the back of the field as the pack storms round the pit corner, but it's 166 Simon Swarbrick out in the lead with 158 second, with 218 Dave Ewin now moving through on the inside to take second place in the track. 72 Bernard Carroll there onto the infield, as is 181 Michael Crichton, and Steve Callett there in 439 getting two wheels up on the pit corner, but he's about to be eaten up by 218 Dave Ewin, and already 351 top nose through to second. 57 Stephen Hardy up to fourth place, now to third as 439 Steve Callett into the wall. So it's 218 from 351, then 57, then 166, and 57 Stephen Hardy looking for a way past 351 top nose. Top nose got to keep it tight through the pit corner, and Steve just got enough room to nose through to take up the lead. So it's 57 from 351, then 218 Dave Ewin. Is he going to fight back and try and retake that second place? 166 Simon Swarbrick still fourth. 77 Chris Lamb now up to fifth place, then 100 Ann Potts is sixth, and heading for the wall with Thomas Hollingate in 158. So now 57 Stephen Hardy got a clear run ahead, a drying track, and already he's completed 6 laps, just 4 to go in the second heat of the Super Baggers. The gap between 351 top nose and 218 Dave Ewin in third place getting bigger. In fact, the first 5 now getting spread out. 77 Chris Lamb still fourth, 166 Simon Swarbrick in fifth, then it's 72 Bernard Carroll, then 158, then 100. Well, 351 top nose looks to be putting in a late burst. He's got 2 laps to go, 2 lap mark aboard. So it's 57 Stephen Hardy, 351 top nose in hot pursuit in second place. Then a gap before we get 218 Dave Ewin in third, and 57 Steve Hardy being held up by 158 and 100. A chance for 351 top nose to make up ground on the leader on the last lap, and 158 getting the Evo into the middle. But it looks as if 57 Steve Hardy got it all sewn up, slides out of the pit corner and takes the checkered flag. 351 top nose is second. It's going to be 218 Dave Ewin to take third. 77 Chris Lamb is fourth, then 166 Simon Swarbrick, 100 Steve Hardy looks unstoppable this afternoon without Trevor Kilburn here or his other rival Philip Rosethorn. Tottenhall's running well but not quite quick enough to keep up with Steve. So I'll give him a wave and a cheer. 57 Steve Hardy consolidating his position at the top of the points table with that second win of the afternoon in the Superbanger class. Thanks once again to Ravensdale Insurance of Morecambe for their generous sponsorship this afternoon. Right, just one more race to go before we have the first ever Caravan race. It's the first heat of the ladies. So all ladies should be ready to roll out onto the track. And then we'd like the Caravan drivers to make their way up to the pit gate, please. Cars and gate is closed. Yellow flags up, the usual rolling lap under the yellow flags. 174 there, Sue Woods, and 182 Joanne Crichton. So it's Morvin Mitchell in 444 in the white Granada. Watch for the green flag. 169 Caroline Dillon alongside her. And 557 Fiona Bateson moving quickly as the green flag goes down, and Morvin Mitchell really having to work there to keep that Granada in a straight line. Let's see how they go round the pit corner. The wall on the pit corner seems to go up very quickly, and Sue Woods looks to have got problems in 174, but it's Caroline Dillon in 169 is facing the oncoming traffic. 162 there, Paula Gowers taking the shortcut down the inside. And we've got a car against the wall, which we can't see from here, being checked by our marshals, but it's 444, Morvin Mitchell leading this field. We've got yellow flags out. 557 Fiona Bateson is second. 182 Joanne Crichton is third. And it's no overtaking, slowing down under the yellow flags. Let's check the driver of this. It's 162. It's Paula Gowers. And I think quite sensibly everybody has stopped. With 557 Fiona Turner second, and if there's room for Morvin to get through, trying to squeeze through between Sue Woods and that's Ruth Ashcroft. So Caroline Dillon in 169 alongside 444 Morvin Mitchell. 246 there, Ruth Ashcroft in another Granada. 174 Sue Woods. 182 Joanne Crichton and 198 Vicky Johnson. So we'll watch for the green flag for the restart. And green flag down, and Morvin Mitchell leads them out with Fiona Turner second, 169 Caroline Dillon in third, and Caroline running wide. That's allowing 246 Ruth Ashcroft through to third. Oh, and a big mistake by 444 Morvin Mitchell. Spun that Granada completely round. So 557 Fiona Bateson now leads with 246 Ruth Ashcroft second. Then it's 174 Sue Woods, then 182 Joanne Crichton, then 198 Vicky Johnson. And it looks like 444 Morvin Mitchell voluntarily stopped there on the barrier on the far side of the track. So 557 Fiona Turner. And the track now nicely dried out. better driving conditions. Let's watch 198 Vicky Johnson trying to find a way past 182 Joanne Crichton. 246 Ruth Ashcroft still second. 174 Sue Woods is third. Then it's 182 Joanne Crichton with 198 Vicky Johnson. 169 Caroline Dillon. Out on her own as 557 Fiona Basin gets the 5 lap mark aboard. 5 gone, 5 to go. Well, still 198 Vicky Johnson looking on the inside of 182 Joanne Crichton. Can she get it past the down the back straight? But that 444 car of Morven Mitchell's making it very tight down there. So it's still 557 Fiona Basin from 246 Ruth Ashcroft second. 174 Sue Woods is third. 182 Joanne Crichton is next. Then 198 Vicky Johnson. And the leaders now on their 7th lap. Coming up with just 2 laps to go. And 169 Caroline Dillon. About to have a whole pack of ladies coming down, descending on her. Well, 557 Fiona Basin taking it very smoothly, not being hurried. Still 198 Vicky Johnson looking as if she's trying to pass 182 Joanne Crichton, and all the girls tight in a bunch as they go round the bottom corner. A cool drive from 557 Fiona Basin. She's on her last lap. And once again, 198 Vicky Johnson going to dive on the inside of 174 Sue Woods as 557 Fiona Basin takes the checkered flag. 246 Ruth Ashcroft takes second. 182 Joanne Crichton is third. 198 Vicky Johnson in fourth. Fifth is 174 Sue Woods, and in sixth place 169 Caroline Dillon. Heat 1 of the ladies race, and just looking down the points table, because the ladies now have their own points charts. It's Vicky Johnson in the lead with 85 points, Ruth Ashcroft with 64, Sue Woods with 51, Fiona Turner started the afternoon with 42 points, as did Pauline Daniel, Paula Gowers with 39, Joanne Crichton with 35, Jill Farringdon with 22 points, 2 drivers on 16, that's June Stanborough and Caroline Dillon, and then it was Diane Chetwin and Kath Melling, both with 15 points. So well done, 557, Fiona Turner, winner of Heat 1 of the ladies. It's going to be a very, very full grid. Well, the second one out there, the Volvo number 78, that's Glenn Scott. Then we got 97, Bass Kitchen with the London Taxi, one of the team lobby cars. And I think that was 666, the first one out, which we missed. So Robert Spencer in 666, 128 Graham Wells, next one out. So Bass Kitchen complete with London Taxi, 666 Robert Spencer, Graham Wells with a very smart outfit, a Jag plus a Caravan. He looks as if he's off to camping for the weekend. The next one out is 266, which should be Alan Roskell. It is 266 Alan Roskell. And we've got 53, next one out, That's Dave Cuthbert. Oh, so he's got Graham Wells with tea, coffee, cakes and ices. I don't think we'll dash down and try and buy one. Right, 262, the all orange outfit. That's Mick Eccles. Then it's 154, very smartly turned out Union Jack colours for Greenhall. That's Darren Greenhall in 154. And I can still see we've still got more coming from the pit area. Tremendous turnout in this first ever caravan race here at Warton. Inflatable boat on top. So number 20, Chris Even, Kenny's Crunch Box. And another more to come. We can see the Jammer Caravans back into the pit area. It looks like 149 Paul Gore is the next one. And still they keep rolling out. It's 469. That's Richard Valentini. So we're up 469. The next one out. 510 Alan Lewis with a new car this week because his Capri was reduced to well, a very shortened Capri. 96 bagger champion Alan Lewis. I did arrange to meet him for a drink last Sunday at the local at Ravenstonedale. You weren't there, Alan. I was lined up at the bar ready to buy him a drink at the Fat Lamb at Ravenstonedale, but he never turned up. I'll have to get him the next time. So Alan Lewis on the at the back of the grid, and the gate is closed, and we're all set for this first ever caravan race here at Warton. The track looks exceedingly full. And we'll be asking for volunteers, Mick, to pick up the bits and pieces at the end of the... right, we're going to parade around. We'll just run through them again. It's 97 Baz Kitchen there in one of the Team Blobby cars. 128 Graham Wells. 78 there is Glenn Scott. 266, I think we missed that one on his way out. That's Alan Roskell. 174 Keith Woods. Quite a smart caravan of Keith's there, 174. Number 20 Chris Even. And I think we've got problems with Glenn Scott's car in 78, and you can't go along and give him a push. 666 Robert Spencer. Right, we're under the yellow flags for the rolling lap. Let's hope all the cameras are in action. Let's hope Video Moments have got those cameras running to record this first ever caravan race. 53 there, Dave Cuthbert. It says stop the M65. Maybe he's got one of these protesters caravans. 262, complete with a dummy out of the back window. 246. 149 there, Paul Gore. 469, that's Richard Valentini. 128 Graham Wells. 154, that's Darren Greenhall. Oh, he's even got the curtains hanging out of the back. I like the touch there with the curtains. And Chris Even can always take to his boat if it starts raining again. Oh, he's got suitcases as well. Complete with all the touches. It's green flags this time. Let's try and concentrate on this first ever caravan race. Oh, that's one caravan, two caravans down. Where's 53 going to go? Let's see if we can actually get round the first corner. Bits and pieces everywhere. Well, 53 is moving, 666 is moving. I think we're going to have to take the inside. Watch your back, marshals. Well, that didn't last very long. And we've got number 20, Chris Even, his caravan still intact. 154, Darren Greenhale leaving the remains of his caravan. Alan Lewis trying to struggle through with 510 and 266. Scatter those bits and pieces. Well, I think there are 3 cars under there somewhere. Alan Lewis spinning into the heat. And 78 has lost his caravan completely. He's actually moving. So Glenn Scott in 78, 666 is moving. Alan Lewis has still got the fridge, or it looks like the fridge. Oh, he's just lost it. And it may have been the cooker on the back there. So 78 is in the lead, and have we got a fire? It could be serious with all these bits and pieces. Or is it just steam? And 666 up on the back of one of the trailers. That makes life interesting. And who'd be a marshal in this race? And looks like 510 Alan Lewis moving forward. 128 Graham Wells there. Still got the base of the caravan intact. Well, 78 was in the lead. Alan Lewis in 510 is in second place, and all of them take 666 well and truly wedged on the back of the trailer of 53. Let's see who else is moving. 128 Graham Wells. And the big Jag not looking too bad. We've still got bits and pieces dropping off Keith Woods' trailer, and he's now down to the bare chassis, and it's a very much shortened track. Let's hope the drivers are okay on that melee of bits and pieces down there. So Keith Woods getting some speed up now. Well, is 78 going to be penalised for not actually having a caravan on the back? He's about to be pushed out by Alan Lewis in 510. And 78's getting the black flag. He's minus a caravan. He can't cheat like that. He's got to have a caravan on the back. And it looks like Alan Lewis is the favourite. Is anybody keeping score of this race? Oh, we've got the 3-lap marker board this time for Alan Lewis in 510, and the rest of the crowd obscured in a cloud of smoke. And Graham Wells is going to pull Keith Woods along. Graham in 128. And Graham's got a flat tyre at the front on that Jag, among other problems. I think it's minus a tyre altogether. Well, 2 laps to go for Alan Lewis. Remember, it's a new car this time. His Capri completely wrecked on the banger racing on the last meeting. Well, the smoke's gone down now. It looks like something from one of those horrible crashes on the M25. And Alan Lewis doing a demonstration run how to swing a trailer out. He gets the checkered flag. Where's he going to go now? Oh, he's going to... Nobody in the middle of that lot. And Marshall's hand up is okay. Spectacular end to this first ever caravan race here at Warton. I think give all the drivers a big round of applause. It was quite tremendous. And it won't be the last. I'm sure our chairman Mick O'Brien will make arrangements for a second, Mick nodding his head, we'll make arrangements for a second caravan race here at Warton. Well, I'll give you some results, then we can all go and have a drink of tea. We've got ice cream, we've got the burger van, all the usual refreshments. I think our interval this afternoon will be slightly longer than 10 minutes. We've got to clear this lot up before we return with the mini-stock final. that first ever caravan race.
Will then please put out the cigarettes immediately. Could we have all small children please off the track? The adults only helping to clear off. Any small children, let's have you off the track. We did mention we don't want to get in fiberglass in here, but all small children, let's have you out of the middle of the racetrack please, completely. Out behind the safety wires. that drink last Sunday. There's one on the bar for you, the fat lamb, but we'll have to have it next week. So well done, Alan Lewis, winner of the first ever caravan race here at Warton. And a big thanks to all the marshals, volunteers, drivers, mechanics, etc. They've done such a brilliant job cleaning that horrendous mess up in double quick time. I think we all appreciate it, and racing can continue with the mini-stock final, and everyone else has had their refreshments. I don't think we mind a bit longer wait. It's a very nice afternoon, the sun's shining. David Ewin has actually finished a Grand Prix. I won't give the results if you don't want to know. So the news from Silver said that David Ewin has actually finished and collected a World Championship point. And Alan continuing on his lap of honour. I hope the video moment's not that spectacular finish to the caravan race on video, and Alan disappeared into that caravan. Have you got a date with her tonight, Alan? Take her for a drink at the Fat Lamb. Oh, she's a bit skinny. Right, as soon as everyone's ready, we'll continue with the 15-lap mini-stock final. Don't forget the Warton Stock Car Track Shop will be open for the rest of the afternoon. I'm sure Video Moments will be pleased to take your order for a video. You can watch all of today's action once again, and there's still lots to come. We've got the mini-stock final, Super Banger final, a Banger final, the Stock Car final, Heat 2 of the ladies, the 2 Grand National races, a senior mini-stock final, plus a destruction derby. Let's see what we've got in the entry, so lots of action still to come.
Let's have you out onto the grid for the Club Classic Trophy. Well, that's it, the gate's closed. We want Super Bangers for the final to assemble at the pit gate, please. Super Banger drivers for the final up to the pit gate. Well, 22 Will Ball took the honours in Heat 1. In Heat 2 it was 342. That's Lee, 342 Daniel Rennell. Getting confused with Lee Rennell, but it's Daniel Rennell in 342. And if our lap scorers are all set, we'll get this final underway. Remember the 2 leading points holders in the mini-stock class, 44 Steve Smith and 277 Thomas Boardman, towards the back of the grid. Yellow flag's out, it's going to be 165 Joanne Cleese to lead out the field, and alongside her 319 David Isherwood, number 15 there, Alan Robinson, 208 Paul Yates, 342 Daniel Rennell, winner of the second heat, 134 there Alex Chapman, 29 Neil Hodgson, 222 Alex Schofield, 369 Carl Graham, 295 alongside him. Then we've got 44 Steve Smith and 277 Thomas Boardman. Right, we'll watch for the green flag for the start of this 15-lap mini-stock final. And it's 165 Joanne Cleese. Nicely placed on the inside, which you got 15 Alan Robinson in second place, 208 Paul Yates in up to third, and 15 Alan Robinson moving down the inside to try and take the lead. Oh, we've got a car on its side, it's 24 David Burton, nudged with 342. Well, let's do a quick check on the drivers. Yellow flags, the cars can keep moving, but no overtaking at all. And I think we want attention on 24 David David Burton. Well, David looks to be okay. Tough these lads. Quickly back on his wheels. We've got our medical team standing by. Well, it looks to be okay. We can restart this 15-lap mini-stop final. Well, David's got the engine running. To safety. He's not going to, or is he going to rejoin? Well, he got out and he's got back in again, so maybe they're going to steer the car into the centre of the field. T23 there, Josie Foden, one of the other regular lady drivers. Oh, we've got problems with the suspension on 24 David Burton's car. Running on 3 wheels only. Complete collapse of the front suspension. Very frustrating. At the start of this mini-stop final. Joanne Cleese 165 down to 4th place. I think she's about to lose that to 22 Will Ball. 369 Carl Graham moves up as well into 5th place. Alan Robinson, number 15, always seems to make a good start in these stop finals and heats. A newcomer this year. 208 Paul Yates second. Number 2 Richard Ball in 3rd. 22 Will Ball in 4th. Then 369 Carl Graham. Then 277 Thomas Boardman. 44 Steve Smith and 295 Dean Dewhurst, all moving quickly up as 273 pulls off into the centre. And 22 Will Ball looking for a ways down the inside to try and get that second place. Can he hold it? Well, he was going to start to spin as 208 Paul Yates runs very wide. So it's 15 Alan Robinson, 369 Carl Graham is second now, with 22 Will Ball trying very hard in 3rd place. 277 Thomas Boardman coming up the inside of 208 Paul Yates to take 4th. Then 44 Steve Smith. Then 295 Dean Dewhurst. The ding-dong battle for second place between 22 Will Ball and 369 Carl Graham. And Lee Rebel has been overtaken by the leading pack, 342, as is 223 Josie Foden. But it's 22 Will Ball once again. Is he going to repeat his victory from last time in the final? The only other driver with him is 369 Carl Graham, number 15. Alan Robinson now down to 3rd place. And once again 277 Thomas Boardman and 44 Steve Smith are driving the draw handle. And 295 Dean Dewhurst trying to get past both of them. But an impossible task. So through the big corner, and 369 Carl Graham doing a great job to stay with 22 Will Ball. Still 15 Alan Robinson 3rd, but not for long. He's got 44 Steve Smith up the inside. And 295 Dean Dewhurst has got past 277 Thomas Boardman. Meantime, the leader still 22 Will Ball. 10 laps completed, 5 to go. It's 369 Carl Graham 3rd, 44 Steve Smith next. Then 295 Dean Dewhurst and 277 Thomas Boardman. Well, 22 Will Ball not extended his lead over 369 Carl Graham by smashing it in on the final in the last meeting. 165 Joanne Cleese sandwiched between the 2 leading cars. And 44 Steve Smith has now got the hammer down in 3rd place, trying to catch 369 Carl Graham. He's got 134 Alex Chapman, but he's going to take him on the inside. As 22 Will Ball now with a clear road ahead. It's going to be 2 laps this time. And into the crash barrier. Let's have a quick check on that driver. And red flag's out. The race is going to be stopped. Pits office, please. Mr. NC Denny, to the pits office as soon as possible, please. Well, that's two finals in a row for 22 wheel ball. It's going to be another one that's going to be buying lots of polish. With him on our pace car, it's our 97 stock car Queen Anne Cornthwaite. I think we've got one of our sponsors today. That's from Ravensdale Insurance of 27 Claremont Road in Morecambe. A big thanks to them for their generous sponsorship today. And any of you with insurance problems with your cars, or you own a classic car like this Lotus Elan on the front of the today's programme, any problems, don't hesitate to ring them on 01524 416 553. So well done, Will Ball. The second final in a row. You must be going for the hat-trick on the 3rd of August. That's our Warton Grange Cup meeting. Right, next out it's the Super Banger final. I'm sure you can hear it at the track shop. 21 again today, and this is love from all the gang. Please, for the final, let's have you out onto the grid, and bangers for the banger final up to the pit gate. And those of you that start as favourite took the honours in both the previous heats. 351 Top Knowles, the 95 champion, must be his nearest rival. 72 Bernard Carroll faring quite well in the last meeting. That was at the 29th of June. Already 181, Michael Crichton trying to move on. We'll watch for the green flag. 15 laps for the Club Classic Trophy for Super Baggers. And 351 Top Knowles getting it all wide, but keeping it together. And once again, 158 lifting a wheel with that nose heavy start through the turns. 238 Robert Sharphouse now up to second. 166 Simon Swarbrick with the big jag in third. And this pack keeping back 57 Stephen Hardy, 218 Dave Ewin. Now sandwiched between those two, and very deep move from 57 Stephen Hardy to take up the lead. 351 Top Knowles is going with him, as is 218 Dave Ewin. 77 Chris Lamb alongside 218. Is it going to be a clear run for 57 Stephen Hardy, or can 351 Top Knowles stay with him on this 15 lap final? Already 181 Michael Crichton going to be eaten up by the leading pair, and the track dried out now to ideal conditions. 351 Top Knowles hanging out the tail as he powers out of the pit corner. 77 Chris Lamb is third, 72 Bernard Carroll fourth, 218 Dave Ewin down now to fifth place in that RS 2000, and 181 Michael Crichton lapped by the leading pair. 57 Steve Hardy through. Chris Lamb in 77, now in third, and 238 Robert Sharphouse pulling into the centre, taking no further part in this 15 lap final. So it's 72 Bernard Carroll still third, 77 Chris Lamb is fourth, and 218 Dave Ewin down to fifth. But it's 57 Stephen Hardy all the way. Can 351 Top Knowles make up any ground? Got one or two back markers now, 100 and Fox, and looks to be in trouble, going very slowly, and Ant's pulling off. Yeah, it's a flat tyre on the back of that Sierra base car, 100 and Fox. That gave 351 Top Knowles a chance to close slightly on the leader. 72 Bernard Carroll still third in that all red car, and 77 Chris Lamb is fourth. But still 57 Steve Hardy from 351 Top Knowles. Bernard Carroll just lapping 181 Michael Crichton. And 218 Dave Ewin, the escort not performing as well today, as always locking up. I think he's a bit short of weight on the front as he comes into the turns. Watch the inside front wheel locks up and he loses quite a bit of momentum. Maybe a bit more weight on the front end. 166 Simon Swarbrick still struggling on in the jag. He's about to be lapped by 57 Steve Hardy. And 351 Top Knowles staying his distance in second place. It's going to be 3 laps to go this time, 12 laps gone. But it only needs one mistake from 57 Stephen Hardy for 351 Top Knowles to pounce. He's going to try and ease his way past 166 Simon Swarbrick. And the 2 lap marker board this time for Steve Hardy. Still Bernard Carroll hanging on to that third place, number 72. 77 Chris Lamb is fourth, then 218 Dave Ewin. 158 looks to have problems, and the last lap marker board this time for 57 Steve Hardy. And 181 Michael Crichton being lapped for the second time by the leading pair. Well, he just got to get through the pit corner to win this Super Bagger final. The checkered flag out, Steve Hardy takes the honours in the Super Bagger final. 351 is second, that's Top Knowles. Bernard Carroll, number 72, takes third. Then it's 77 Chris Lamb, then 218 Dave Ewin. It's going to be 166 Simon Swarbrick. And to house all these trophies, they must be growing and growing. So well done, Steve. Winner of the Super Bagger final takes the Club Classic Trophy for Super Baggers. Thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravendale Insurance of 27 Claremont Road in Morecambe, and Cornthwaite, our 97 Stock Car Queen, handing out the trophies as usual. And still quite a few to go. Next on, it's the Bagger final. So just a reminder to all Bagger drivers, should be ready to roll out for this 15 lap Bagger final. before we get underway with the banger final. So this is the first final this afternoon, the mini-stop final. A win for 22 Will Ball, 44 Steve Smith was second, 369 Carl Graham was third, 295 in Dean Dewhurst was fourth, 277 Thomas Boatman in fifth, number 15 Alan Robinson finishing in sixth, seventh was 208 Paul Yates, and eighth was 222 Alex Schofield. So that's the mini-stop final, 22. Right, let's run down the field on this 15-lap banger final. They're still rolling out. Number 39, Malay entry. That should be Kevin Nelson in yet another Granada. We want mini-stops, please, for the Grand National up to the pit gate. Mini-stops for the Grand National. And the field now filling up for this banger final. Number 40, that's Simon Walker. Well, once again, the pit gate is about to close. So many stops, please, for the Grand National. Let's have you assembling at the pit gate. Right, the drivers for this 15-lap banger final. 97 Baz Kitchen, who was in the Caravan race with that well, it probably once was a very smart taxi. That's 97. Ahead of him, number 20, Chris Standeven. Another one from the Caravan Derby. 145, Dave Marsden, alongside 461, Peter Singleton. 71 there, that's well, the new entry today, 71. So 15 laps, the green flag's down. And already one or two cars into the wall. The one of the visiting cars very heavily there into the wall at the bottom. 317 there, Billy Bragg getting quite a bashing, and his car gets shortened by even more. But it's number 20 Chris Standeven taking the shortcut through the middle. It's 155 out in the lead with, it looks like 666 in second, but 666 is heading for the wall. Being pushed by 272. So I'm making 155 and 39 second, 78 there in a very restyled Volvo. Count 155, keep it going, the lock together with 39. Let's see what's running in third place. Number 20, Chris Standeven coming up as 155 rejoins the action. Oh, the action all getting towards the middle of the field. If we haven't got enough track to go up, it was 940 going across the centre. 317 is definitely out. We'll try and find a leader in this what looks more like a destruction derby. 155 was leading earlier on and he's still moving. We've got a car into the wall. It's well, we'll make it 155 in the lead. Number 40 Simon Walker in second, and that's eliminated 155 in the biggest way possible. And that looks as if we've got three cars out. Let's see if number 40 Simon Walker can keep going. Well, 78 is moving, but only just. 145 Dave Marsden still in with the action. 78 definitely looking in a very bad way. Well, it's supposed to be a 15-lap final. We've got 666, 39 who's been stopped for one or two laps, and 145 Dave Marsden. Number 20 Chris Standeven is about to rejoin the action or pull into the centre. take it. 1:45 Dave Marsden leads this 15 lap final. We're definitely not going to get 8 finishes. Number 40 Simon Walker is running 6:66 in 3rd place. That's Robert Spencer. And the only other runner is Kevin Nelson in number 35. Number 20 Chris Stand even trying to decide whether he can rejoin the action. Well, if we don't get a destruction derby at the end of today's racing, we won't be too disappointed. It looks like we've had it already, and it looks as if 39 is he about to pull in. So it's 1:45 Dave Marsden with number 40 Simon Walker second. Now giving a bit of assistance to number 39 Kevin Nelson to get that car going again. Well, we seem to be taken anywhere this afternoon, track or wherever. It's going to be the 5-lap marker board this time for 1:45 Dave Marsden. Are we going to get 3 cars to actually finish? 6:66 Robert Spencer and number 40 Simon Walker, the only other 2 drivers actually moving. We can all take it quietly and collect the prize money. So 4 laps to go for 1:45 Dave Marsden. 78 Glenn Scott in that very much restarted Volvo. Mixing it up. Oh, and 39 moving out right in front of 6:66. That was Kevin Nelson in 39, and I think that's eliminated the field down to 2. We've just got Dave Marsden in 1:45 and number 40 Simon Walker, the other 2 cars running. Both those drivers look to be okay. Involved in that 6:66 and 39. And it's going to be the last lap marker board this time for 1:45 Dave Marsden. So, well, it's number 40 in the lead. Our lap scorers inform me. Simon Walker in the lead. Another one to choose between the 2 of them. Is Simon Walker going to make it to the finish? The car's got a mind of its own. Well, it's number 40 if he's going to make it to the line. Let's see what he does. Our lap scorers have got number 40 in the lead. So Simon Walker is going to collect the trophy in this bagger final. 1:45 Dave Marsden must be second. And it's not too much of a difficult task for lap scorers. So only 2 finishers in this 15-lap bagger final. Well, this afternoon was billed as a fun day. I think the bagger drivers, now they've got the caravan race out of the way, are just going to have some fun. Some fans on the start and finish line, and I cannot remember in I don't know how many years I've been coming here to Warton that we've actually only had 2 cars finish in the bagger final. There's usually been 5 or 6 at least, but never 2 before. But Simon Walker actually got there to the finish. Just hail that taxi number 97 as you're going past Kitchen. I don't think I'll have it on the streets of London again. Well, thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. We can't run these meetings without the sponsors. That's Ravensdale Insurance of Morecambe. If you'd like to get in touch with them, hope your car's not in the condition of some of these bangers here this afternoon. Any insurance problems, or you'd like to reinsure your car, give them a call on 01524 416 553. That's 01524, the Morecambe code 416 553. mini stock drivers for the Grand National should be ready to roll out on the track as soon as we've got it cleared. Then it's stock cars for the stock car final. If you'd like to line up your stock cars behind the mini stocks. I wonder where Simon Walker had been on his lap of honour. David Burton, 295 Dean Dewhurst, and quite a good afternoon. 29 Neil Hodgson, 44 Steve Smith alongside his big rival 277 Thomas Boardman, 233 Josie Foden. So remember, 22 Will Ball with a 1 lap deficit. It's going to be 165 Joanne Cleese, who's getting quicker and smoother in this mini stock class. David Ewin second, then it's 208 Paul Yates, number 15 Alan Robinson, number 2 Will Ball, 24 David Burton after that problem with his suspension earlier on, obviously got that sorted out, then 369 Carl Graham, then it's 342, 222, 44, 295 and 277. Well, 165 Joanne Cleese started at the front of the grid, making a very nice smooth start, very tidily through the big corner. She's got a whole gang of lads behind her. 208 Paul Yates closing in second place. 233 Josie Foden still wisely running wide and getting to know this circuit, taking it very quietly. And 208 Paul Yates coming through on the inside, trying to grab the lead. 165 Joanne Cleese now down to third place. 369 Carl Graham up to third. So it's 208 from 24, then 369, then 44, then 2, then 15. Let's see how 22 Will Ball's doing. Already he's lapping 223 and 319. And 24 David Burton moves on the inside to take the lead from 208 Paul Yates, 369 Carl Graham going with him. And a very tidy line from 369 Carl Graham. He's got 44 Steve Smith right with him in third place, and Steve looking for an opening. He's going to make one even if there isn't one, trying to push out Carl, and Carl Graham into the wall. Looks to be okay. So it's 24 Michael Burton now from 44 Steve Smith second, then 208 Paul Yates in third. Then it's 277 Thomas Boardman, then number 2 Will Ball, then 15 Alan Robinson, and up to 6th place goes 22 Will Ball. That's 29 Neil Hodgson pulls out. So 24 David Burton leads this 12 laps, sorry not 10, it's a 12 lap Grand National, with 44 Steve Smith in hot pursuit in second place. There are 4 laps to go, let's see what Steve can do. David Burton after that nasty roll on the pit corner in heat 2 doesn't seem to have unsettled him one bit, driving very very smoothly. And watch 44 Steve Smith storming into that pit top turn. 134 Alex Chapman being lapped by the leaders. 277 Thomas Boardman now up to third, but a lot to do to try and catch the leaders, and we've got number 2 Will Ball at 165 Joanne Cleese into the infield, and 2 laps to go. Can 24 David Burton keep out 44 Steve Smith? Steve keeping it very tight through the bottom turn. 277 Thomas Boardman third, 208 Paul Yates in fourth place, and 44 Steve Smith getting ever closer as they start there. And 24 David Burton banging on the steering wheel as he goes down the start and finish straight. 44 Steve Smith, he's looking for a gap up the inside. Can David Burton keep it tight and keep him out? Coming in to give him a push. Can 24 David Burton win this Grand National? Just keeps ahead of 44 Steve Smith. It's going to be 132 Wilball to finish 4th with 208.48's 5th. Then it's 295 Dean Dewhurst, 222 Alex Schofield, number 2 Wilball. Just to prove how tough these lads are, David Burton had quite a role in that second heat. Didn't seem to bother him too much. He came back and very, very pleased with himself to win that mini stock Grand National, banging on the steering wheel as he crossed the start and finish line at the start of the last lap, and out the window as he crossed the finish line. So well done 24 David Burton. That car's done many, many miles around this Warton circuit with his brother Michael at the wheel. So nothing like keeping it in the family. So another star of the future, 24 David Burton. Now thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. 122 there, Gavin Hutchins on the third row of the grid. Alongside him 211 Steve Paget. 911 there, Peter Carbash in that very smartly turned out Whitefield, sponsored by Whitefield Services. Car 23 there, Richard Harris. 777 Jack Lord out for the final. 347 Alan Nelson, and 932 there Philly Payton. 33 Darren Laraway, and it's going to be number 80 Glenn Lord at the back of the grid. Look forward to an exciting 15 lap final. Watch on 3-3 Anthony Holgate lead out the field. First turn, but it's 133 from 237 Stuart Lawrence and second. 122 Gavin Hutchins going very wide. Watch 33 Darren Laraway barging his way through to gain a few places. But 133 Anthony Holgate getting away from the rest of the field. 211 Steve Paget is third. 911 Peter Carbash now up to 4th place. The track and 77 Jack Lord is 5th. For a gap on the inside, we've got it coming together. The start maybe a make of a big pile up. Can everyone get through? 133 Anthony Holgate way out in front. It's 211 Steve Paget second. 828 Wayne Clark is third. Then it's 234 Jason Lord and 777 Jack Lord. And we watch for that 133 across the start and finish line. 211 Steve Paget is second, 808 Wayne Clark is third. Then it's 234 Jason Lord. 777 Jack Lord trying to work his way up through the field, and 911 Peter Carbash is out. And it's still 133 Anthony Holgate way out on his own. He's got 808 Wayne Clark in second. And a whole gang of cars battling for third place between 234 Jason Lord, number 80 Glenn Lord, and 211 Steve Paget. And already 133 Anthony Holgate lapping some of the back markers. Lapping 23 Richard Harris and 122 Gavin Hutchins. 808 still second, 234 is third. Number 80 is next, then it's 211, then 90, then 33. 833 Rob Kay really struggling in this final. 133 Anthony Holgate way out on his own. We've got a pile up on the exit from the pit corner. Let's see if the ladies can make his way through. 133 Anthony Holgate still out there in the lead. Second place man was Wayne Clark, and Wayne Clark spins in. Green in fourth. Let's watch for the checkered flag for 133 Anthony Holgate to win this final. Number 80 Glenn Lord takes second. Number 33 Darren Lowey is third. Number 90 Steve Green in fourth. 377 Steve Murray is next. Then it's 23 Richard Harris and 808 Wayne Clark. Camera once again. I think it's well worth a photograph, that one. Trevor Hayworth, our publicity officer for 1997. Well, that was absolutely superb drive. We may have had a bit of hold-ups this afternoon waiting for wrecks to be cleared away, caravans to be cleared away, but well worth the wait to see that superb final. And Anthony Holgate getting away from the front row of the grid. A whole gang of cars in hot pursuit in second behind him, but kept his cool, even carved his way through some of the back markers. So I'll give him a wave and a cheer. It really was a superb drive from 133 Anthony Holgate to win the stock car final and collect the Club Classic trophy. And our thanks to Ravensdale Insurance for their generous sponsorship this afternoon. And our thanks once again to Anne Cornthwaite, our 97 stock car queen, for handing out all these trophies. There, David Eccles's old car. 500 was raced by Richard Spencer. I think his dad's at the wheel now. 718 took the honours in the first heat. We want ladies please for heat 2. Ladies for heat 2, let's have you up to the pit gate please. It'll be the ladies' race immediately after this heat 2 of the senior mini stocks. The Warton Stock Car Club track shop will remain open for the remainder of the afternoon, as will Video Moments. Pleased to take your order. So if you want to see the whole of today's action again, place an order with Video Moments, and I'll order one now. I'm not walking down to the shop, too busy up here, so if anyone in the track shop is listening, they can keep us a video for the next meeting. That's the 3rd of August. We'd like to see this caravan racing replayed once again. So anyone in the track shop, you can place an order for one video to be collected on the 3rd of August. Right, senior mini stops. Right, it's 165, the Joanne Cleese car in the lead, but Joanne not at the wheel. Remember, this is all the senior drivers at the wheel. 274 in second. We'll watch for that 718 going through very quickly on the first heat. So it's 165 from 274, then 205, then 295, then 62, then 24. We've got 44 and 718 side by side down the back straight. Everybody closing up on the pit corner. Bits flying off somebody's car, and 29 into the wall. 274 looking for a way through past 165. 295 is third, and 274 is going to go round the long way. away to try and grab the lead. 165 going to be sandwiched in, and 274 is he going to chop across and take the lead. A very neat move, but it's not quite clear yet. 295 coming through on the inside, and some real hairy stuff, this mini stock. Oh, and 24 moving through to take second. 44, the Steve Smith car, also coming through. Somebody's going backwards into the wall, like the one of the white cars. So it's 274, 24, 44, 295. These four all battling for the lead. Then 165, 62 and 718. And some great driving by the senior drivers in the mini stock class. Oh, and 274 getting the wheel up onto the concrete. 44 looking down the inside to try and take the lead. He's got the inside line through the pit corner. He's having to run slightly wide because he's got so much power on, but a very neat move as 24 moves up to second place. That puts 274 down to fourth. 295 is third. And the lap's really rolling off in this high-speed mini-stock racing. Remember the senior drivers at the wheel. Well, 44 looking across his shoulder should he cut back and keep a tight line to keep the lead. He's got 24, 295 and 274, and absolutely carving the way through the back markers. 29 there still struggling, was up with the leaders early on. He's going to get cars coming round each side of him. So it's 44, the Steve Smith car, with 24 second. 295 is third. 274 dropping back slightly in fourth place. And we've got 205 who hit the wall coming out of the pit corner. I think he's got a tyre rubbing, putting out lots of smoke. Well, still three cars at the front, keeping it very tight, and they're on the last lap. So busy watching this, not even watching the marker board. It looks, is it going to be 44, the Steve Smith car, or 24 second? The checkered flag out, it's 44 from 24, then 295, then 274, then it's 222 in the next bunch, 15, 62 and 718. Mini stock class for seniors, which runs throughout the country, and it looks as if it may catch on here at Warton. An excellent race there with that second heat of the mini stocks, with the senior drivers at wheel. 44 just claiming victory from 24 with 295 in third, but we'll wait for their official results. Certainly some great entertainment this afternoon. And just harking back to when Warton first started, all we had were minis. In the bagger class it was all minis. Lady drivers for the second heat. On the front row of the grid it's Marvin Mitchell in 444, and alongside a 169 Caroline Dillon. On the second row we've got number 53, who we cannot find a name for, number 53. And we've got 162, Paula Gowers, alongside Jill Farrington in 145. 557, Fiona Bateson. 182, that's Joanne Crichton. 246, Ruth Ashcroft. 198, Vicky Johnson. And it's 154, the Capri of Nicola Fielding. I think that completes the lineup for the second heat. So once again, Marvin Mitchell leads him out in that big silver Granada. 53 is second. Jill Farrington in 145 moves up to third place. 557 Fiona Bates coming in tight on the inside, trying to get fourth, but it's 444 from 53, then 145, then 557. Then it's 169, Caroline Dillon. Oh, we've got a 53, I think he's going absolutely nowhere. Let's see who can get out of that lot. Well, 198, Vicky Johnson now moves up to second place. 162, Paula Hours in the Red Cavalier is third. Then it's 246 Ruth Ashcroft is next, and 557 Fiona Bates. Looks to have restyled the back of that car, trailing lots of smoke. We'll watch for the leader through the top bend. It's 444 Marvin Mitchell with 198 Mickey Johnson in second, 162 Paula Gowers is third, and it's 246 Ruth Ashcroft, and 53 Well and Truly Maroon in the middle of the circuit, going to make a very quick exit. So at the end of that lap it's still 444 Marvin Mitchell, 198 Mickey Johnson is second, 162 Paula Gowers is third, then 246 Ruth Ashcroft, then it's 145 Jill Farrington, and 169 Caroline Dillon. I think 557 Fiona Bates, and a lap down she got bits and pieces hanging off that car. Well, 444 Marvin Mitchell in Big Granada, driving very, very steadily, keeping out of trouble. She's got 198 Mickey Johnson, the 96 champion, right with her in second place. 162 Paula Gower still third, 246 Ruth Ashcroft in fourth, and the first and second definitely close in as they take the 3-lap marker board. 7 laps gone, 3 to go, and looks if 198 Mickey Johnson is waiting to pounce. Say Mickey won the championship last year. Marvin Mitchell in 444. I think this is only her second appearance in the ladies race, and she's leaving the door wide open for 198 Mickey Johnson to come down the inside. Well, she's cut her off again. That's a very neat move. It's going to be the last lap marker board this time. Can 198 Mickey Johnson find a way around the inside of 444 Marvin Mitchell? Really only these two in a long gap before we get 162 Paula Gowers in second place. Well, the Big Granada coming very quickly out of that pit turn. She's got 2 back markers ahead of her, and very cautiously out of the corner, but it's going to be a win for 444. Marvin Mitchell takes that second heat. 198 Mickey Johnson is second. Unofficially we make it 162 Paula Gowers third, then 246 Ruth Ashcroft, then 145 Jill Farrington, 182 Joanne Crichton, then 154 is finishing. That's Nicola Fielding. 444 Marvin Mitchell. Mickey Johnson thought she'd got it in that second heat, but the lap scorers agree with my diagnosis, and 444 Marvin Mitchell takes heat 2. Mickey Johnson used to collecting the checkered flag and doing laps of honour, but certainly no one got past Marvin. Started at the front row of the grid. And our thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravensdale Insurance of 27 Claremont Road in Morecambe. If you've got any insurance problems, don't forget to give them a ring on 01524 416 553. Steve Callan out once again, 351 Todd Knowles alongside him, 72 Bernard Carroll, but it's going to be 158 Thomas Hollingworth at the front of the grid. Watch for the green flag for this Superbagger Grand National. 166 Simon Swarbrick at 158 Thomas Hollingworth fighting for the lead. 238 Robert Sharphouse now up to third place, and we've got 218 Dave Ewin coming through. 351 top nose. And 218 Dave Ewin trying to move up through the field early on, but it's 351 top nose has crept up the inside of him. Already grabbed second place. So 166 Simon Swarbrick from 351 top nose. 218 Dave Ewin is third. Then it's 77 Chris Lamb, 72 Bernard Carroll, and 439 Steve Kellett. And be interesting to see whether 218 Dave Ewin can keep up with 351 top nose. Remember 57 Stephen Hardy aiming to try and carve his way through the field and make up that 1 lap deficit. 77 Chris Lamb still third. 72 Bernard Carroll moves up now to fourth place. Well, 351 top nose with 218 Dave Ewin and 77 Chris Lamb battling for second and third. Once again Dave Ewin locking up with that RS 2000. 72 Bernard Carroll now up to fourth. Then 439 Steve Kellett. Let's see where 57 Steve Hardy's got to. He's lapped 100 Ann Fox, he's lapped 158 Thomas Hollingworth. He's coming up to lap 238 Robert Sharphouse. Oh, and we've got a bit of a coming together with 77 Chris Lamb and 218 Dave Ewin. The 351 top nose coming up to take the 5 lap marker board. Looks to have got this Grand National all sewn up. 72 Bernard Carroll fighting back to try and get that second place from 218 Dave Ewin as 518 is lapped once again, and 72 Bernard Carroll is through. 77 Chris Lamb is out of it. So it's 351 top nose from 72 Bernard Carroll, then 218 Dave Ewin, then 181 Michael Crichton, then 439 Steve Kellett, about to be overtaken by 57 Steve Hardy. So Steve Hardy through the field up to 5th place. I don't think somehow he's going to win this Grand National, but he could make 4th or 3rd place. And we're looking for 351 top nose to take the 2 lap marker board. So it's 351 from 72, then 218. And 57 Steve Hardy claims another place, having overtaken 181 Michael Crichton, and Michael Crichton trying to fight back. But 351 top nose continues on his way. He's got quite a gap now between himself and 72 Bernard Carroll. 218 Dave Ewin is third, 57 Steve Hardy in fourth. But it's the checkered flag this time for 351 top nose. Wins the Grand National. 72 Bernard Carroll takes second, 218 Dave Ewin is third, 57 Steve Hardy in fourth, 181 Michael Crichton fifth, and 439 Steve Kellett in 6th place. So 351 top nose takes his first win of the afternoon in that stock in the Superbagger Grand National. We should have stock cars lined up for the Grand National. Stock car drivers, please, let's have you up to the pit gate. Can't see too many lined up ready to come on. Grand National. Number 133 has got to make up a 1 lap deficit. 122 there, Gavin Hutchins alongside 911 Peter Carbash. 932 Philip Wills. 33 Darren Laraway alongside 377 Steve Murray. Number 90 Steve Green with 808 Wayne Clark. 234 Jason Lord alongside 123 Joel Hoggis. And at the back of the grid, number 80 Glenn Lord with 133 Anthony Holden, 932 Philip Wills, handling problems, but got that all sorted out now. With Keith Atkinson in 101. Now the 122 Gavin Hutchins, 377 Steve Murray in third, 828 Wayne Clark in fourth. But number 90 Steve Green looks to be out on his own. Let's see how 133 Anthony Holgate's doing, trying to fight his way back up through the field. Number 90 Steve Green crosses the start and finish line. 122 Gavin Hutchins still second, 377 Steve Murray in third, 828 Wayne Clark in fourth. And 3 laps to go this time for number 90 Steve Green. And the order still the same. The first 4, 122 second, 377 is third, 828 in fourth. Then it's 23 in fifth, number 80 in sixth. And up to 7th place is 133 Anthony Holgate. Trying to carve his way through the field. Let's look for number 90 Steve Green. He gets the last lap mark aboard this time in this 12 lap Stock Car Grand National, the last appearance this afternoon in the Stock Car class. He's coming up to lap 38, John Morwell. But it's the checkered flag for number 90, 122 Gavin Hutchins, closing there on the final lap. 377 Steve Murray in third, 828 Wayne Clark in fourth, 23 Richard Harris fifth, and it's 80 Glenn Lord and 133 Anthony Holgate. Well, a great drive from number 90 Steve Green to win that Stock Car Grand National. He started the day in second place in the points table, some 40 points adrift from 833 Rob Kay, so all these points help to try and close that gap. Looks like he may have had problems because Gavin Hutchins, a great drive from Gavin in that 122. I think that car's completed hundreds of laps here of this Warton circuit, in Gavin's hands and in previous owners' hands. It knows its way around this circuit on its own. But had Steve Green got problems, definitely the rest of the pack were closing as they came to take the checker flag. But Steve Green got it. So a great drive from number 90 Steve Green to win the last stock car race of the afternoon, the Grand National. Right, the senior mini stocks should be ready to roll out onto the track. And we want bangers for the bagger mechanics. Let's have you up to the pit gate, please. Bagger drivers for the bagger mechanics up to the pit gate. Well, 718 featured in the first heat this afternoon, with 205 was second, but not really up with, he wasn't really up with the leaders in the second heat. So I think it's going to be 44, 24, or maybe 718, something to watch out for already. 44 starting to move as the green flag's down. I think he moved from 44 to come up through the middle. It was a Schumacher type start. So up to second place behind 295. 208 is now third. We know it's Robert Spencer in number 500, the only driver we have a name for. Now up to fourth place, so it's 295 from 44, then we've got 500 and 208, then 274 and 24. Remember that 24 quite quick, 208 has spun it. And is that the end of 208's race as 295 crosses the start and finish line with 44 just sliding that mini stock through the bottom turn. 24 now up to third. 15 laps, remember this senior mini stock final. And 718 showing the form he had in the first heat, up now to fourth place, but a lot to do. 295 at 44 battling for the lead, and it looks as if 500 is out, the Spencer's car is out. And just watch that 44 trying to find a way around 295 to grab the lead, going outside and then in. We've got 15 one of the back markers, and one of the other cars minus his name and number. 44 round the outside. He's going to take it the long way round to try and grab the lead, and he succeeds this time. So it's 44, Steve Smith's car through to take the lead. 295 is second, 24 is third, then we get a gap before we get 718, the fourth place. And we've got two cars into the wall, and 295 is going to fight back. And it's a real ding-dong battle for the lead in this senior mini-stock final between 44 and 295. 24 in third, 718 in fourth. Once again, 44 running wide as 123, or is it 723, 923 it is, going to get caught up with this battle between the first three in the senior mini-stocks. So it's 44 from 295, then 24. Then we get a gap before we get 718, I think is the next one up, with 15 and 29. Not sure about 29, I think he was stopped earlier in the race. But 5 laps to go for 44. 295 is right with him. Only needs one slight mistake, and 295 or 24 coming through to take the lead. 222, the Alex Schofield car, and 295 gets a push out from 24. So 24 is now second. Is he going to set about chasing the leader, number 44? Now we'll watch for the marker boards this time. It's 3 laps to go for 44. 24 is second. It's going to be a gap before we get third place round, which is 718. So we'll watch the action at the front between 44 and 24. 2 laps to go for number 44 in this senior mini-stock final. Well, 24 still there in second place, but not making any impression on the leader. 295 was running third, but lost ground. He's running third again now on the road. 222, the Alex Schofield car. But we're going to watch for 44, watch for the checkered flag. The whole gaggle of cars down to the start and finish line, but it's 44 wins the senior mini-stock final, 24 taking second. Well, 295 fighting back to finish third, but we'll confirm that with the lap scorers. 718 was running third early, but he's into the wall. Our stock car queen thought her duties were over this afternoon, with a late duty presenting the prizes and the trophies in that senior mini-stock final. Once again, the mini-stocks putting on a great show here at Warton. And our thanks once again to our sponsors this afternoon. That's Ravensdale Insurance, half 27 Caravan Road in Warton. If you'd like to get in touch with them, the telephone is 01524 416 553. Simon Walker through, he's immediately spun. So 727 can retake it with 53 seconds. 53 moving through on the inside. Both of them heading for the big wall. Well, both cars still moving. Where's number 40 going? I thought we were actually racing in the other direction. Maybe he's got other ideas. We haven't actually started the DD yet. Well, there's always something new. Well, 128 Graham Wells through into the lead now, and I think number 40 is about to get the black flag. Maybe they misunderstood that we were actually starting the DD. It's 128 from 727 in second place. Remember, 5 laps this mechanics race. Bang of mechanics. And we're down to, we've got 262, 155, 53 was an unnamed driver. It's 128 Graham Wells on his last lap. 727 he's running second. 53 now, going to line the opposition with a nice smoke screen in third place. Then 262 and 155, and the checkered flag for 128 Graham Wells, but we'll confirm with our lap scorers the result of that 5-lap mechanics race. 53 crossing the line in third, and officially in third place. 727 in second. Well, Graham Wells pulling off into the centre, not wishing to take part in this DD, so we'll have a line-up now for the start of the Destruction Derby. So to bring a very fun-packed afternoon to a close, the DD, I'm going to jag out and push a Volvo. Rob Graham in 244. Peter Singleton looking for someone to have contact with. It's going to be, well, it was going to be 128 Graham Wells. Oh, that's a big one in the back of 53 from 149 Paul Gore. Graham Wells coming up fast to how to shorten a Volvo. Pretty strong, these Volvos, haven't made a slightest difference to it. Rob Graham in 469 still moving. The big blow up, the radiator gone on 266. I think the driver's going to make a very quick exit, otherwise he's going to be steaming alive. Right, let's see who's running and who isn't. Well, it's not going to be a Rob Graham victory in the DD, nor Peter Singleton. Looks as if Graham Wells is well and truly stuck in 128, and it's 149 Paul Gore coasting very round, looking for any opposition, anyone that's likely to move. And is he going to be the checkered flag this time for 149 Paul Gore? Well, he's going to do another lap just to make sure. Graham Wells still struggling with the big jag. Can he move after that one? And well, let me give Graham Wells a push. We'll perhaps slightly overlook the rules. With so many cars on the track, maybe we could get another car moving and get a bit more action in this last DD. No, I think that big jag is well and truly stuck. And it looks like victory for 149 Paul Gore in the DD. Well, he hasn't come round yet to collect the checkered flag. Rob Graham getting out in 244, and I think that's it. Well, that brings our second fun day of 1997 to a close. Hope you've all had an enjoyable afternoon. I think the spectacle of the Caravan racing, as I say, we shall no doubt repeat it here at Warton, in spite of all the clearing up. Have a safe journey. Insurance of Morecambe, and we hope to see you all again on the 3rd of August for our next regular meeting. We're back again on the 24th on the bank holiday. Don't forget the 7th of September, the Formula 2's return. That's our next fun meeting, and the championship meeting on the 21st of September. So have a safe journey home. We'll see you all on the 3rd of August.